911, what is your emergency?
My name is Stefan. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in some type of basement or something. There's microphones everywhere. There's computers and cases of Pepsi Max stacked up along the walls. I don't know how I got here. My car broke down out in the country and I just... Oh no, I hear someone.
Sir? Sir? Hello there, sir? Oh my.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is the B Team with Cory and Jim.
I want to interrupt you this time.
My point is, I'm not a political person. I've mentioned that before many times.
Yes.
I don't want to sicken you by mentioning it again, but that doesn't mean that I have my head in the sand. It doesn't mean I don't have opinions on things.
Right.
I'm just not verbally super aggressive about my political beliefs. But I heard something. You know who Ellen is? Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
She has her own show.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something today, and it was ridiculous. And it was so ridiculous, and it's a true thing.
Okay.
And I was just interested in your thought on it. I know what my thoughts and my beliefs are, and I'm old. I understand that. I accept it. I own it. And so I believe, pink is a girl's color.
Okay.
Blue is a boy's color. A sign on the bathroom that says men's, men go in there. That's people that have a penis go in there. Women's bathroom, people with vaginas go in there. It's just, to me, it's so simple to me. It's really easy.
Okay.
And so, that's old-fashioned thinking in 2016. I understand that. But I want to play something for you and see what your thoughts are on this.
Because I'm coming into this in the black, my friend. I've not heard any of this. So
This is from the Ellen show,
okay.
Ellen DeGeneres. So there you go. Stand by.
It's a new product from Bic, the pen company, and they have a new line of pens called Bic for Her. And this is totally real. They're pens just for ladies. I know what you're thinking. It's about damn time. Where have our pens been? Can you believe this? We've been using man pens all these years. Yeah. And they come in both lady colors, pink and purple. And they're just like regular pens, except they're pink, so they cost twice as much. That is absolutely true as well. The worst part is they don't come with any instructions. So, how do they expect us to learn how to write with them, I was reading the back of the pack. Well, I had a man read the back of the package to me. And it said it's designed to fit a woman's hand. This is all true. I'm not making any of this up. Designed to fit a woman's hand. What does that mean? So when we're taking down dictation from our bosses, we'll feel comfortable and we'll forget we're not getting paid as much? I don't know. I mean, just think over the last 20 years, companies have spent millions of dollars making pills that grow men's hair and fix men's sex lives, and now ladies have a pen.
There you go.
That was funny.
They have. Oh, sure, it's funny. She put her comic twist on it. That's what she does.
Yeah. Well, because she's a comedian.
Yeah.
That's what she's gonna do.
A comedian with the I, and there's like a couple N's in there and an E.
I don't know.
Or something.
Is that French?
Comedian.
That's the French spelling.
Yeah, that's why I call everyone a comic.
Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. It's like the English version of color. They throw a U in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just asinine, but. You want my take on that? I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It's retarded. I think
a company created a pen. Now,
for women, that's retarded.
I think I wanted your opinion on that because I saw another advertisement a few weeks ago for the Lady Smith pistol. It's a Smith & Wesson. It's supposed to be lighter. It's supposed to this and that. And so I thought of you, and then when I saw this with Ellen and all that stuff, I'm like, wait, designing stuff for ladies, It seems
Well,
50-ish.
It is, and there's a lot of women that, and this a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. It's kind of funny that there's been a lot of recent. It's almost two sides to the coin. I'll elaborate. I'm into hunting and firearms. We've made that clear. I think maybe not the hunting part, but firearms. And I think somebody, whoever, big wigs, man, they're like, we need to push into the female market. And in both of those genres, firearms and hunting, the female market is the fastest growing market in both of those. It just is. The reason why is the technology is advancing as far as, with bows and stuff like that, and smaller guns, as far as longer guns like shotguns, things like that. I mean, to specifically market something to a female and make it pink, I think is insulting. Mm-hmm. And I mean, most women would agree with that. Yep. Mainly because they've said it. It's just to put a pink grip on a gun and call it a woman's gun is silly. That's a silly thing to do. Yeah. I understand, I guess, from a money standpoint why companies do it, because it's easy to market, and there's going to be uninformed people or people who don't care that are going to be, oh my God, a pink gun or whatever, and they're going to go buy it too. But I think it's stupid, and I think you're treating women unfairly. Because especially in this day and age when you have access to all this information, the consumer's more informed. The Big Pen thing that's just stupid. That's incredibly dumb. But you have half of the thing, especially in the hunting community. You have women that are portrayed as more sexually. They're attractive. They're out there, fit, pulling back a compound bow or something, or a long bow, something like that, or out there packing out
Israeli military ladies,
stuff like that. So
.com.
And then you have other women who are in the industry as well, who attractive females, everything else, but they don't like that side of it. They're wanting to be recognized for their prowess as outdoorsmen or outdoors women, right? Not for the simple fact that they're attractive and they're out there to be dolled up for men. You know what I mean? So, and there's some other similar stuff that goes on with firearms as well, like that. There's some professional level shooters that are females that play it up a little bit. Then there's some that don't. And now I've not heard them speak on it. You know what I mean? But I think it's silly. I think it's really silly.
Because it seems like the marketing meetings must have been held by a bunch of fat old white dudes trying to market to women, instead of having women involved.
I can't.
In marketing. I mean, there are going to be a certain, and I don't want to get into percentages because I have no clue. I'd be talking out of my ass. But there are going to be a certain percentage of women who, that's such a cute, cool little purple gun.
Right.
I want that. There are going to be that.
Absolutely.
But I don't think there's going to be as many of those as there are, like you said. There are women who are being recognized now as outdoorsmen. That's wrong.
Or outdoorswomen.
Outdoorsy.
Right.
And camping,
Sports
hunting, and all that stuff.
right.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
If and I would imagine they would want the lower weight, the carbon, built.
Everyone does. That's not even just women.
Not just women. Sure.
You start delving into like mountain hunting.
Yeah.
People will make spreadsheets of ounces of what they're carrying on their back. So even the dudes are looking for the lightest thing that they can carry, because they got to hike 12 miles to go shoot an animal that weighs 1,200 pounds and then cut it up and pack it back out. They're going to want to travel light, because your knees can only take so much of that shit before they're just like, nah, we're done. Yeah.
So if the standard rifle that you're carrying up there is a 35-pound behemoth,
ooh, that's a bad day.
Then
that's
and they have a ladies version that weighs 8 pounds. Everybody wants that. But if you make it pink,
dude's gonna be spray painting that brown, guaranteed, and carrying that 8-pound gun. You already
wrap
know.
it in that camo tape.
Camo dip. Yeah. Done and done. You know it.
So anyway, I didn't mean to blindside you there on that. That was just something that was on my mind. I thought I wanted to run that past you, because it just seems that it's ridiculous. Marketing specifically for women with pink things and purple things.
It is.
And great. And again, I'm chewing my cabbage twice here, but my sons, they all, if you ask them right here, right now, they'd say, yeah, pink means girls and blue is boys.
Usually. I mean, that's the most common way that it's depicted,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You get a game of life.
Yeah, and it's
and
just
the little
because
characters in there.
That's what I was.
pink
That's
and
what I
blue.
was taught. That's where I came from.
Right.
And I don't mean anything
It's
sexist by it or
no,
misogynistic.
I think people get way too offended about that stuff because that's silly. That's a silly thing to get offended about.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to say that you shouldn't assign a color to a gender, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. I might tend to agree with you. I think that's silly. But a couple things, as far as the Bic thing goes with the pen, it had to be a bunch of old white dudes because I can't imagine that the pen industry is just slaying young competition. Like, hey, man, you want to come work for Bic? Like, nah, man. You heard about these things called tablets and phones, right? They don't need ink. So I'm just going to, okay, cool. And then as far as like there's some stuff that should be marketed to females as far as body type. Generally, women are smaller than men. That's just statistically a fact, right? Now, there's obviously going to be differences. There's some women that are bigger than some dudes, whatever. But generally, men are larger framed than women are. So there are certain things that work better for females if they're shrinked, like a shotguns, for example. Yeah. The gun that I use to hunt ducks with is a 28-inch barrel, full-size 12-gauge shotgun. Yeah. I handed that to my wife, and she had trouble operating. Now, she's small. She's tiny. She's 4'11" and a half, so she's almost a full-blown midget, but which I'm thrilled about. But, you know what I mean? So there's certain things that they would need to take in account there. Like, I think there are some shotgun companies that actually have made smaller platform shotguns specifically for smaller female shooters. Now, there are some larger female shooters that can take a full-size shotgun. It all just depends on the person. But, yeah, to just dress it up in pink or whatever and say, oh, this is a lady's gun now, that's silly. That's a silly thing to do, and it's stupid. Number one, it's insulting to everybody because just think of, if I just assign a color to it and then it's automatically for another gender. Yeah. If somebody gives me a pink Lamborghini, you fucking better believe I'm going to be driving a pink Lamborghini, okay? You can call me gay, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm going to be flying by you on the highway throwing you the deuces, you know what I'm saying? So I think people take that way too far.
Yeah. I thought we were getting away from that, I guess, is why we're even talking about this right now, because you take the pistol I carry now is a Shield.
Yeah. Good gun. Solid gun.
But that would have, some time ago, that probably would have been marketed for women.
Yep.
Because it's small and
still
is. But it fits my hand, these little grabbers here, little Vienna sausages.
Dude just pulled up a full-on gorilla mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when you shake my hand, it's not like grabbing a bunch of bananas or anything.
It's not that huge, no. It's not a petite hand. You know what I'm saying? You're not the dude from that Burger King commercial with the tiny hands. You're not that guy.
Man, that's funny.
That is a funny
commercial.
Talking
about marketing, that's good. But anyway, yeah, and I'm much more comfortable with it. It's crazy light. I'm not doing a commercial for S&W or anything here.
That'd be Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
They don't provide any money to the show.
No, they do not.
Neither does Pepsi Max, but that's okay.
They're coming. Right. They're seeing our.
We're wearing them down. We're wearing them down.
So, but yeah, that's where I'm at on that.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, it is weird. I think it's weird that even in today, with as far as socially how the country is moving in a progressive sort of way, it is odd to see that. But it's mainly with Bic, especially. It's weird because it's just silly. That's a silly thing. I don't know why they did that. I don't know who made that decision, but it's stupid.
Well, I would imagine because you've already brought it up with tablets and phones and everything you can do.
You still need pens for some stuff, but eventually they're going to be non-existent. That's an industry that has a shelf life, right? Yeah, it's going to be gone eventually.
I can see them in the room in the think tank, and they're just, come on, people, we've got to sell pens.
Just grab
we have got
all right, people, let's push these pens. Like,
what can we do?
I've got a tablet that can make a pen on a 3D printer. What what?
Who do we need to market to? The ladies.
That's an untapped pen market. We've done some research. What the fuck,
Because there are no secretaries out there.
Oh, my God.
Ever.
That have a computer that can type things and then print them out.
Pepsi Max. Delish.
Going down smooth. Always. Yeah, it's silly, man. That's a silly thing. I mean, it's not silly that the people in the gun industry and hunting industry are trying that because they're more typically conservative old white dudes. Now there's some younger people moving into the game, and that's gonna eventually change, right? But it's weird. It's silly that people still have that kind of ideology.
Well, lighten them up. Make them stronger and lighter.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that.
Don't paint them any.
You can paint whatever you want.
Colors.
I'll spray paint it. I don't give a shite. It'll still work. Yeah. People get too caught up in that stuff, man. That's just.
And I apparently did too.
Well, no, I mean, no, it's because it's a good talking point. We have a podcast. We have a platform to talk about it and make fun of it because it's silly. So why not? I appreciate it. It gave me something to rant on for a little bit.
Thank you.
No, thank you. And your beard's coming in nice, man.
Thank you.
I can't wait till we get that video system. People can see that thing coming in just flush, looking like Santa Claus.
That's the thing when we get I haven't mentioned the new studio. We're going to talk around that.
There's some stuff in the works. Top secret.
Yeah. Shh.
Hang on, just stare into this little thing right here real quick while I press this button. And Will Smith's there hanging out. Randomly.
Will and Jada.
She aged well,
Yeah.
Nothing wrong there. I saw that Bad Moms movie. She's in that. She's pretty. You seen that?
You know who I confuse her with?
I'm sure Halle Berry.
No. Oh, no. Please. 2 different worlds. I confuse her with, and I'm trying, Zoe.
You talking about Zeldana?
Saldana?
Nah, man.
I confuse those two, like when she was in Star Trek.
She's super neat.
Zoe?
She's super attractive.
Just for a few seconds, I thought, oh, that's
oh, no. I would have never
Jada
done that.
Pinkett.
That's just because you're getting older. Your eyesight's deteriorating a little bit.
But just for a second. And then I realized.
A crucial error you've made.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's super neat.
I just realized that there's a difference between 20 and 50. That's it. That's where I was.
Sure. In several different ways.
Yeah.
I got in this discussion with somebody recently. I mean, sure, you got the body type and everything, but there's also an experience level,
Oh.
That's why I tend to go towards the older women, even though I married young. So.
You want to tell that story one more time?
Me?
About the party you made out with?
Okay, yeah. For octogen, that's not even a word, is it?
Yeah.
You just made that up.
Yeah.
All your doctorate tree and your science. Okay, for the listeners that don't know, all 5 of you, I have made out with an 80-plus-year-old woman. God rest her soul.
Is she dead? Did you kill her?
She is now.
Is she really?
Yes.
I don't think I knew that part.
I didn't.
Why is it making me laugh?
I don't. That's a horrible thing. Because that's. But anyway, there was a work party when I was dabbling in the alcoholic arts, if you will, or the beer and sitch, as some folk would say.
You weren't dabbling.
I was balls deep in a 24-pack. Okay, let's just say that
you were all pro.
She stopped by, I think, to deliver some baked goods. I can't be for certain. I came to a little bit while she was there. Now, I'm fuzzy on all the details, okay? I don't know if she was packing a denture or what. Needless to say, we got to playing a tad bit of tonsil hockey. And then I went out to do some naked laps around the flip cup yard. You know what I'm saying? Little slip and slide. Now, I don't. I was told she left rather quickly after that. I don't. Didn't want to hang around because rumors fly. So yeah.
Well, Murder, She Wrote was coming on.
Well, I DVR'd it, and I said she could stop by later, but apparently she wasn't about that life. So
no.
But yeah, that's the gist of it. I did inform my at the time girlfriend, now wife, about it. She wasn't jealous. We worked through it though.
Did you?
Yeah. So
some therapy.
A little bit. I mean, but you're gonna have that. Any good relationship's gonna have what you call the ups and downs. You know what I mean? A little bit of a roller coaster.
Awesome. That is by far my favorite Cory
of my stories.
Yes.
That's a pretty good one.
Yep.
I forget about it all the time, and then but occasionally people will bring it up. I'm like, oh yeah, I did do that.
Well, don't worry, I'll never forget about it.
I'm glad. I don't want to forget. I don't have regrets necessarily.
No.
There's things that I could have done differently, sure, and that would have. It's like the time travel. You know how you get in those little wormholes? If you'd have done something differently, then something else in the course of history could change. Ipso facto, Back to the Future.
No.
That photo, huh? Those people are straight up vanishing. Okay, until Earth Angel and oosh, the punch. Yeah, I know. I'm special. I'm jacked up, man. Today.
You are.
I came in
jacked.
hot, ready to roll.
Yeah.
You start talking about guns. I'm ready to fire it up. Let's get some gasoline and some wood. Let's make some shit happen.
Some 80-year-old ladies over
Yeah,
here.
I'll call up a couple of ladies. I'm thinking Bridge is wrapping up right around now, so they'll be more than willing to come over, bring some cucumber sandwiches. I'm ready to roll. Maybe some sweet tea. I don't know. You know, throw some Splenda in there. Take it to the next level.
To watch your sugars.
Sure, or stevia. That's the new one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
That's from the plant. That's from the plant, right?
Yeah.
I've never tried stevia that I know of. They have a clear Pepsi now. Do you know that? Crystal Pepsi. Have you seen this?
It's not new.
That's not.
They did that in the 90s.
It makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
It weirds me out. You know what else makes me want to throw up?
Zima.
I've not had Zima. I've never
I
tried
don't
it.
like the clear liquid drinks.
Well, no, I do. I like Sprite. You know what makes me mad?
What?
Is when I order a Sprite. Let's go to a restaurant. What do you want to drink? Can I get a Sprite? And then they bring you 7-Up or Sierra Mist. I'd said, if I wanted a Sierra Mist or a fucking 7-Up, I would have said that. Now you get me my Sprite, or I'm going to start swinging.
Things are going to get stabby.
You know what I mean?
Here at the table.
Because Kobe Bryant drinks Sprite.
Do you know
So did
Bryant?
Grant Hill.
Kobe Bryant didn't go to college? The funny thing is when I go to a restaurant and my boys will order root beer, I always forget about root beer
Yeah, me
until
too.
somebody else orders. I don't buy it.
Neither do I.
When I go to the store, I walk right by aisles of root beer. Don't even think about it. But as soon as somebody orders it, I'm like, oh man, root beer.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
And it is. Oh, well, it depends. Do you have your ranking of root beer brands?
Yeah, I do.
Because I do too.
Okay.
I'm curious to see
Name me your first one.
if I'm going to get a choice
Mm-hmm.
off the tap.
Yes.
From the
yes,
tap.
out of the tap. Yeah.
From the tap. am taking Mug.
Okay. A&W.
That's my second.
Okay.
That's my second choice.
Where you at on Barks?
It's not good.
It's the best canned. If you have to have something out of a can, if you're in a pinch, Barks.
I mean,
canned is pretty good.
if you need to drink a root beer
Mm-hmm.
badly enough, I guess Barks will suffice.
Okay.
But it's not my first.
You're a mug man.
I'm a Mug man.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dog. I think that's a wonderful mascot. And to me, it just has a good flavor. But A&W is super good too, man. I mean, you're splitting hairs, really, for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take either or. I'm not going to throw one away. Now, what I do like is A&W cream soda. I forget about that too. But something, what makes me mad is I don't want to drink the full leaded, the 290 calorie bottle.
Oh, yeah.
So I like
Yeah.
to look for diet options sometimes,
Yeah.
but they don't make a diet that I know of cream soda. They probably do, but I just can't
They
find
do.
it. I can't find it.
They do. And I don't think you want that in your life.
If it's sugared with stevia, I don't need aspartame and cancer.
Mm-mm.
I'll drink it because it's in an aforementioned product that we plug all the time. Not that that makes it any worse, okay? Because it's never done anything to me,
It hasn't.
other than satisfy my thirst every time I sip it. But still, I digress.
You do.
But yeah, man, there's another one that we're missing. Root beer. Big K?
Big K. No.
Mountain Mist. That's the best. When you see the off-brand colas like or like the sodas,
Yeah.
the names that they make up. Mountain Mist.
Do you know
got your
the only place that I found in my life where the complete off-brand, the cheapo, is always the best? Jelly beans.
Really?
Jelly beans. Buy me a cheap packet. Don't give me those Jelly Belly things. I'll throw those in your face. They're
Hard,
disgusting. I hate them. I hate them. Or Brock's or any of that. I hate all of that stuff. The cheap little 4 bags for $1.
Yeah.
4 1-pound bags for $1. Cheap jelly beans. Oh,
I've not had them,
they're the best.
but I will tell you this. Have you had the Starburst ones?
Yes.
Those?
Yeah.
Those are pretty good. I like
Nope.
those. You don't like them?
No. I went
Well,
on
you're
a
biased, though.
full-on
I think
rant.
you're biased, though. You're coming at this with a biased mentality. You won't even give anything else a try.
I did try.
But
I
you
just
can't
said
tell
I
me
didn't.
that those are bad. Those don't taste
No,
that bad.
in a pinch.
The Starburst ones are solid. I've not had the cheap ones, though. They might be phenomenal. The gummy bears, same way.
I can't do gummy bears. It's a texture thing.
Well, sure.
It's an
sure.
OCD texture thing.
Sure. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I was always
And-
weirded out until I started eating them.
I just now remembered I'm the same way with another product, and that is popsicles. I like the cheap twin pops. The cheaper the better. In that clear bag, it's nondescript. You don't even know who makes them. There's just a price
It's a
on
white
them.
bag.
There's just a price
It's
on
like,
them.
yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
I like those the clear ones that come as a liquid and you have to freeze the whole box.
Yes.
Those
Yes.
are awesome, man.
Yes, they are.
Those are one of my
That's your
favorites because you get the
texture.
melty
Yes.
juice at the end. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, it's a double treat.
Phenomenal.
Well, it's 3 treats in one. You have your solid ice
Yes.
when you first start, and then you can smash it with your thumb and have like a slush,
Yep.
and then you got juice.
Then you get the residue. It
The end.
is a 3-in-1 blast
It
in
really
your
is.
mouth.
It really is.
It is
And how much? In the Philippines, that's going to cost you $11.
easy.
A 3-in-1 blast
And that's for
in
a
the mouth.
bad one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's not even for the good ones.
No.
Here, $11 buys you 2 cases of those things. Okay, so do the math. God bless America. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
it
glad
for the
we're
show. Okay, I'm kidding.
I'm super glad we're here.
I know.
I want to talk to you about a couple things.
Fired up.
One thing specifically, I think is kind of close to your heart. That is, let me find the
Gorillas.
story.
Apes.
Massive snake skin found near Main River, where 10-foot snake was recently spotted.
That's tiny. 10
The locals worry it's the skin of the snake that got away, but one group of herpetologists
Herpetologists?
says it's all a sham.
Oh.
They're not buying what you're selling.
Okay. What, that a 10-foot snake exists?
An elusive 10-foot-long snake dubbed Wessie
Oh, come on.
is giving a Maine community the shakes for the second time in 2 months, but not everyone is convinced the creature is even real. Police have announced the find of a giant snake skin near a White Brook River Park on Saturday. The skin was reported to police around 3 p.m. along Presumscot River near a boat launch area in Riverbank Park, Westbrook Police said in a Facebook post. It is close to the area where in June, 2 local officers reported seeing a roughly 10-foot-long snake eat a large mammal and swim away. The creature, which evaded... Oh, now we're calling it the creature.
Jesus Christ.
Which evaded capture, went on to supposedly brag about its life on the lam in a parody Twitter account. But because of a lack of photo evidence of the snake and the intact condition and curious placement of the skin in the police photo, some have suggested that it's all a hoax.
I'll weigh in on that. I'll absolutely weigh in on that.
Okay.
It-
Could we take a quick break
yeah.
because we missed a break?
Fire it away. Fire the break up.
We will be right back. Hey B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality all-cotton pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, "Hey, look at me, I'm adequate," like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to our website at point19productions.com and get you some. O'Brien Medicine. When you care about people, you create relationships, trust, and loyalty that no amount of money can buy. When you care about people, you are truly making a difference in their lives. Better health and wellness through medical and alternative treatments makes our patients' lives better. O'Brien Medicine, offering same-day appointments and flexible scheduling to meet your needs. O'Brien Medicine, tailored treatment options including nutrition, exercise, and medical interventions. Find out more at o'brienmedicine.com or call 614-344-7601. O'Brien Medicine, home of the same-day appointment.
Hi, this is author Emma Woods. When I have an hour to burn, I listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
And we are back with the elusive creature.
Snakeskin, the massive
of the
snakeskin.
Was it Vermont? Where's this at? Maine?
Maine.
Wow, they're all the same. Okay. Is Maine even still a state? Is that a thing? I'm just kidding. Maniates, you maniacs, huh? Oh, man.
You are
TM,
fine.
hashtag, pound sign, maniacs.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yep. It's probably one already, but
You know it.
but I'm taking that to the bank. But anyway, they need to grow a pair, first of all, because a 10-foot snake, that's a large snake. However, to be that freaked out about it, a large mammal could be like a swamp rat or a rabbit to a snake. Could even be a dog. If it's a python or something like that, it could have been a dog or cat. Sure, that thing ate. There's no doubt about it. It's becoming more common. People are going to pet stores, buying animals they shouldn't be buying, a.k.a. pythons, because when they start getting bigger and they're like, hey, we got to feed this thing. We're going to feed it. Rabbits? I can't afford that. I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then they let it go. That's probably what took place because anacondas and pythons travel in water. Some of them. Right. It's probably not an anaconda. I would doubt it's that because I think those are a little bit tougher to get than pythons. It's probably a python. It's probably real. Human beings probably shouldn't be that panicked about it because they're not poisonous, and a 10-foot python, unless it's a child, isn't gonna kill a full-grown human being. That's has enough common sense to pick up a rock and smash it to death in the head, or just take its hand and crush its head, or throat or something. Punch it a whole bunch, whatever. Pick your poison. I know they're strong and muscular, and they can constrict, but you're an adult human being. So number one, you're smart. You have a brain and opposable thumbs, and you can use tools. Okay, a shovel can dispatch that thing in a second. Yeah. Okay. One swift chop, and you're having snake meat tonight. You know, that easy. So yeah, they need to calm down. It's probably not a hoax.
One of the herpetologists did bring up the point that a snake, especially that size of snake, when they shed their skin, it's a very private thing for them, and for them to do it out in the open would be really rare. Where they found this, they just found this like laying.
Well, someone could have laid it there.
That's what they're thinking.
Sure.
They're thinking because there's this big push about some laws they have in Maine right now concerning the keeping and licensing of animals. And,
some dude, that law passed, and some dude was like, well, I'm not trying to catch a charge. Whoop! Threw that snake out there. Had some skin. He was like, dropped that off too. He was like, ain't gonna catch me.
Ain't me.
I wash that terrarium out. I'm sitting here with these gerbils up in this mom.
I got lots of gerbils for sale on Craigslist.
I ain't got no snakes. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So that's your thought. It's real, and
I would think
there's
so.
A snake.
Yeah, man. That's not beyond the realm of possibility. Now, if they said like a 40-foot snake or something, like the movie Anaconda starring J-Lo and Ice Cube.
We don't have pictures for the people to see yet, but I'll show you that.
That looks legit. But if it was found like that looks a little odd. It looks like somebody placed it there. Dude, it could be any snake. It could be some kind of a water-based snake, too. 10 feet is not beyond there's like 18-foot cobras, man. Yeah. Like 10 feet for a snake is not.
There are in my dreams, I can tell you that.
There's rattlesnakes that big.
There are snakes that only eat toes in my dreams.
That's what they're going to strike first, because that's what they're going to see.
Come on, man.
Don't walk through the mountains of Arizona.
Okay.
Or Nevada.
Okay.
Done. I'm going to be chilling the AC, number one.
I love the Grand Tetons, but, from
beautiful.
the air. From the air. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite places.
In a Cessna. Probably is my favorite.
That sounded like you wanted to start a competition of who liked it more.
I'm wearing the T-shirt. What's my T-shirt say? Look at my T-shirt. What's that say?
It says Cleveland.
I heart the Grand Tetons.
I love Grand Tetons. My wife has a shirt like that, and it's right across the chesticles. I was like, that's clever marketing,
yes,
Tetons.
It is.
Good,
I know.
Good on you.
Good on
Tetons.
You, Teets. Yep.
Teets McGeets.
A man accidentally ate pot brownies and called the family cat a bitch. A man in Omaha It's a little green after accidentally eating some pot brownies made by his adult children, but his cat may never forgive him. The unidentified, unidentified. I'm not telling anybody my name. The unidentified 53-year-old dad said he found some brownies Tuesday while unloading groceries from the back of the car. His kids had driven the car earlier, and he thought the brownies were made by his stepmother. That is, until he ate them along with some leftover pizza. Then he got suspicious.
Wait. Can I just stop you? This dude's 53?
Yeah.
Because
he's eating seat brownies.
He's got a stepmother, okay, who I'm assuming is in at least her 70s, okay? And then he had some leftover pizza. Was this dude, was he just get back from a trip to college, or was he on break with 53-year-old? What? Get a job, mother. Sorry.
It tasted fabulous, man, the pot father told Omaha.com. I should have known they weren't my stepmom's brownies because no one likes my stepmom's brownies.
Oh, hilarious.
The man said he ate about 4 brownies before noticing he was starting to feel bad anxiety, according to Omaha.com. He finally figured out he was stoned. Quote, I thought I had to go out and have another cigarette, so I sat down, I'm having the cigarette, and I was like, wow, I am really high, the man told KETV.com. We put 2 and 2 together, and I thought, oh, magical brownies, you know? I said, call the kids, tell them I had 2 brownies, and ask them how high I'm going to get. When they couldn't reach the kids, the couple called 911. By that time, it really started hitting me. I couldn't stop fidgeting, he told KETV.com. One of the kids came home while police were at the house and told officers the brownies belonged to the siblings. He also said he was pretty sure it was just marijuana in the brownies, according to a police report. Although paramedics on the scene said the man's vital signs were normal, they noted some odd behavior on his part, including crawling around on the floor, randomly using profanities, and calling the family cat a bitch. So there you go.
What a great story, man.
There you go.
What a great story. That before you got to the 911 part, which I should have assumed automatically that it was going to be related to a cop call.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, who on earth broke this story? Like the family, like, we got this story we need to tell somebody, so we going to just call up a newspaper? Because that's awesome.
It is.
Dude.
The pot brownie. Man. They had him saying stuff like, they were quoting him saying stuff like, man.
Well, yeah, he's talking about bad anxiety, dude, so.
He meant paranoia.
Well, apparently, edible weed affects you differently than if you smoke it. Mm-hmm. Usually, you have a stronger reaction, from what I've heard. Okay. So, I'm sure, that dude just got super high and then was just freaking out because he was super high.
Yeah.
So, that's all it was. But that's funny. He sounds awesome, like a human being. That sounds like he got home from a college, like he got home from a college break or something like that, and was like, oh, sweet, Mom made brownies. And there's leftover pizza?
Yeah.
Get the... and just started chowing, man.
Yeah. Do you know who Joey Diaz is?
Yes.
The comedian?
Yeah.
He was talking to Joe Rogan about that, and he had in studio, he had some edibles.
Oh, sure.
And they were like stars. I think he called them starfish or whatever, and they were just like gummy bears.
Right, yeah.
And he was popping them. He was like eating them like, yeah, that fucking guy over here is fucking... he's just popping them in his mouth like a madman.
Yeah.
And he's like, the dosage is like, the effective dosage is like 1 or 2 of them. And he said, yeah, I'll pop like 20 of them.
Yeah, because, he used to do
like
cocaine, man.
Yeah.
So he's going to need... 1 is going to do nothing. Plus, he's a larger guy. Mm-hmm. So 1's going to do nothing. He's going to be like, he probably won't even feel it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That dude's funny, though, man. I was looking up tickets to go see him.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to invite you.
Well, we missed an opportunity once when he was in Toledo.
That's true.
He was in Toledo. We didn't.
They're coming back to Cleveland, allegedly.
I don't think it's a legend.
Well, no, because Rogan, he was saying he was he's plugging a show, so he's got one coming up in Cleveland in September, and he said he believes, he hasn't confirmed it yet, but he believes that Diaz was going to be on the bill with him.
Okay. Really?
Right. We might have to look into that.
We're going to have to look at that. Yeah.
We'll have to take a look. Look-see.
Yeah. Speaking of look-sees, you want to take a look-see at some emails?
Before we get into that, we've been a little bit lax, if you will, on our SRV facts. And I've got one.
Oh, you know what? We have neglected those a bit.
Well, I'm going to give them one. I'm sure the people have been emailing you like crazy, clamoring, saying, when are we getting our next Stevie Ray fact of the day? I'm going to deliver it, just to give them a little bit to go on for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But here it is.
Stevie Ray,
Rolling
fact
Stones.
of the day.
The Stones, people. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of them.
They're a musical group, I take?
Well, they dabble. Okay. Hired SRV, Mr. Ray, and his band to play a private party for them in New York. 1980 dose. That's before I was born.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that I bet you if you were to delve a little bit deeper into Stevie's facts, that probably wasn't the only private engagement he played for some folks. You know
No, it's not.
For some big wigs, I should say.
I will tell you this. He is associated with, now we're talking back when he just came on the scene. You know, people wanted to go see a guitar player. They went to see Stevie Ray because David Bowie used him. Prince used him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He did something with Stevie Nicks.
A lot of collaborations.
No, not a lot, I don't think.
Just a few.
Yeah, but there's more. There's a lot more. I will look it up. I will have that. Maybe not next show, but when I think about it again, I'm going to look up collaborations that he's had, because you would be amazed what he had when he just got out of Texas. You know.
Yeah.
And people the first couple things they heard from it. Michael Jackson's used him.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Michael Jackson too, and this is probably why he used him, is because he had a really good musical ear. So he's gonna pick up on talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stevie Ray's, as good as it gets.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mind you, I don't know that I've ever listened to a single song of his.
We have torn the studio apart in fist fights about Stevie Ray Vaughan. Have we not?
Well, none of them are documented.
No.
But I mean,
that's where you want to keep it.
Yeah, because wins and losses,
Fight Club.
The first rule is, like I say, you tell everybody, because a fight club with two dudes is pretty lame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not much of a fight club. That's just two dudes fist fighting.
Email bag. Here it is. I wish I had a bag in here that I could unzip. Oh, that was not a bag. Put that away.
Tuck that back in there.
Please send us emails.
Yeah, man. Or ladies.
At point19productions@gmail.com.
Right. Oh, shout out to Kim Denty.
Oh, are you kidding me?
By the way,
that's how we should have started off the show.
Yeah.
Are you? I was speaking of pot brownies. I was high as a kite yesterday.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Kim Denty, friend of the show and personal friend of Lou Ferrigno. I'm really jealous. The Hulk. Not the CGI Hulk, people. The real Hulk.
Yeah, the guy that could have played the Hulk for real with no computer
and
enhancements.
Looked better, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, he sent us a little snippet of a
video.
Chat
just a little video,
yeah. Where Lou Ferrigno mentions our name, our show. Yes. And the fact that we're Amish.
Pretty dope. It was cool, man. It was awesome. Thank you, Kim.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kim. You're our hero.
We need to get him on the show. Let's get him on the show.
Let's do it.
He's got an interesting story. He's friends with Lou and Ferrigno. And I self-bleeped right there, yeah. Let's get him on the show, man. Let's talk to him.
All right.
Let's do it.
Done and done. But he's always gone. He's the one that he plastered our
I know.
Photos.
Dude, he's doing more advertisements for our show than we are.
Yeah.
We got to get him on. Got to give him some time.
That's why we had a spike in Poland, I'm sure.
Probably. Because everyone's like, who are these guys?
No, they didn't say it like that.
Well, whatever. However it sounds. What I just did was an insult to the Polish people, and I'm sorry.
It was.
I apologize. I love pierogies, by the way. Or pierogies.
Board Botch says,
These emails are the best, man. They are the best.
I heard that in a recent episode, you suggested Olympic events wherein the female participants are in bra and panties. Are
Pretty
you
much.
two willing to play a sport wearing only a Speedo? I doubt it. Oh,
What a
this is
rookie.
angry.
What is it, board botch?
Board botch.
Yeah, she's being a botch right now if it's a chick. And a dude, you're being a botch.
Number one,
I'll do it in my birthday skivs.
skins every time. You
We'll
want to
call
play a
dib-
sport with, I don't care where we're at. It could be the middle of winter time.
Yeah.
When they say, hey, let's split up into teams. I scream skins.
Mm-hmm. Number
Every
one,
time.
because that's what men do, right?
Mhm.
We've talked about gender, but that's what a man does.
Yep.
It's called skins. Number two, you pick the sport, name it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw on the scene, the beach volleyball scene from Top Gun, right before we get at it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna lose.
Well, don't, because I'll be hard as a rock.
I know, but that's gonna be part of the distraction for the other team.
It's true.
So whatever we're playing, hopefully it's not something that involves sliding or.
You know what? I listened to that episode because, I edited it,
Right.
and there was nothing sexist in what you said
About what?
about the Olympic events where they had, bra and panties, and it, because we were talking about
Right, yeah.
beach volleyball.
Dude.
It might as well be.
That's what I said. I said eventually it's going to be all either thongs or you might as well just be naked or painted on because that's
Yeah.
where it's going toward right
Did
now.
you watch any of the beach volleyball?
I don't watch the Olympics at all.
You shouldn't watch the beach volleyball. The females. It's just the Brazilian girls,
Yeah.
and then there's
I've seen photos.
One particular Australian girl. Oh. Pornish man. Pornish man. I don't know if he's
I'm
probably
betting
Cornish.
this is gonna be awesome.
He's probably Cornish from the UK.
And does
But
porn?
he's Pornish.
Nice.
Love you guys. See, we
Hey,
are
thanks,
going to
man.
like him. Hey, what really happened to Cory last week? Did he really leave during the show so he could poop? I don't know if
Yes,
you
I
remember.
did. Let me confirm
You guys
that.
are nuts in a good way.
Let me tell you something. Okay, when nature calls,
Yeah.
you got to answer. Okay, otherwise this studio would have been shut down for about a week or two. It
You
was
weren't
bad.
playing. I've never seen a look like that on your face before.
It breached.
And
the
you
water.
and I have been involved in gunplay, like for real.
Yeah.
And I did not see that look in your eyes.
Yeah. Let me just tell you something. I breached the water. Okay, from the
Yeah.
quantity that exited
Yeah.
my body,
Yeah.
it looked like an iceberg. Okay, 10% was
Nope.
above the water.
Nope.
90% was
Done.
beneath. But still,
Ben Bostic says,
is that the guy that did? No, different guy. Never mind. Sorry.
Ben Bostic says, you're not thinking of Ben Bailey, are you?
No, I thought the guy that
Cash
did.
Cab?
No.
Ben Bailey, friend of the show?
Is he?
Yes.
He's not my friend.
Yes, he is.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, thanks, Ben. Glad to know you.
Man. Please tell Cory that even though I'm a dude, I will sometimes go into Victoria's Secret and try on lingerie and panties and bras.
Sure.
They can't stop you. It's not against the law. It goes along with what you were saying about social contract. I'm not a criminal, just a freak.
Just freak. Freaking league.
So he combined two different. We talked about social contract,
Right.
and we talked about your story about
Yeah, I don't want
Going
to say. I never said that you couldn't do these things. I just said it was awkward and weird.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, and he's just stressing that point.
And he's like, yeah, it's super weird when I go there and try women's underwear on or women's lingerie.
I
should say lingerie marketed to women because
Yeah,
he wears it. So, and he's not a woman.
correct.
So it's just lingerie.
It's all marketing.
Just like
So-
the pens.
but
At
yeah,
full circle. There we go.
That's absolutely. If I
We're
I
good.
could walk in as confident as a cock. Walk
In a hen house.
Mm-hmm. Walk in and say, I want to try on. I'm going to try them on. I don't even need to say that.
No.
I just need to say,
Grab you a
I'm
pair.
going to try on those panties and that bra over there. Can you show me a dressing room?
Yeah.
You're going to raise some eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're going to get somebody going cute. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. Hey, Chad, could you send Jerry down here
Can
from
you have him
security?
segue down on this
Yeah.
way? And Keep an eye on the mom.
Mm-hmm. Just have him Paul Blart right over there in the corner, just for a few
Just have
seconds.
him post up over there at Annie Ann's and just get him a lemonade and just watch.
Just watch this boy. He tall.
He a little dark. He handsome, but he weird. I don't know. I don't trust him.
So that's it.
That's
our
some good
mailbag.
emails, man.
Close 'em
I
up.
love the names. That's my favorite.
Yeah, well, you only have so many choices
Right,
out there
man.
in the world.
They'll just or they'll give you. There's
a
only
bunch
so
of
many
numbers.
numbers you can
Yeah.
throw behind something before.
Yeah,
You're
like-
I need to
like-
pick a different name.
Like, can you imagine what would be a super tough one? Like
Yoda,
How many numbers would you have to have
A
behind
lot.
Yoda?
probably a lot, or just an odd
Yeah.
sequence. You know, you could have
Yeah,
like
it'd be
5,
crazy.
but it'd have to be like odd sequence. You know,
Yeah.
it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because that's already taken.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
You know that.
It'd have to be
Yeah.
It'd have to be something crazy.
Yeah. Luke Skywalker.
That's anything Star Wars related,
Tim
sure,
Green, yeah.
or that's pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a tough one. I'm for sure. Or like just a random like Smith,
Yeah.
like a Smith at
yeah.
gmail.com.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way.
Nope.
No. You're gonna have to
The
throw
numbers.
several zeros behind that thing to make it count. That's why you get awesome names like Boss Snatch and everything else that you had there.
Got to go into iambic pentameter to pull that up.
Yeah. Yeah. Where we at? What we looking at?
We're good on time.
Yeah, man, we solid. That's a
Really
good show.
good
It was a
on
good
time.
show. Solid,
good
well
show.
put together show. Per usual.
Thank you. Thank
Per
you.
usual.
Kind
You got
of
any
to
plans?
say.
You got any plans for the rest of the day?
We
Anything cool?
actually have the what do you call it when you go to school the first night? They don't go back to school tonight. It's open house. Yeah,
Oh.
we have open house
One of
tonight,
those,
so
huh?
we're going to go do that.
Make sure you get good with the teachers, and then give your
Really?
kids good grades. That's a thing. It's a
Yeah.
theory I'm working on. It's what do you call it when you're you're
We're both struggling.
trying to get a doctorate thesis.
Yeah,
It's my thesis.
my theorem. What you're going to do is you're going to be blown away by this fact. My wife teaches 5th grade.
I am blown away by that. Oh my god.
Very close to our house, within 10 minutes of our house.
Oh my god.
My son,
Let me pick up my brains.
who starts 5th grade this
Oh
year,
yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I have to drive past my wife's school to take my son to his school
Nice.
for 5th grade. And he's not, now this isn't like your special school.
No.
He's not, he doesn't wear a helmet full time. Any of that,
Full time.
none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just another school.
Just another thing.
You know?
Another thing. Well, that's good for him though, because it'd be awkward.
No,
I think.
I
I know what you want.
Here's-
I know what you want.
Here's what I want.
But I think it'd be awkward for
I
him.
want everybody loading up in the Yukon at
the Denali,
at 7 a.m.
because it's a Denali.
Yeah. I won't deny it's a Denali. I want them all to leave the house at 7:30 in the same car, go to the same school, and I don't have to be bothered with any of it. I don't have to drive anyone anywhere. What does that say about me?
That you're lazy.
Yeah. Shoot.
But hey,
God,
we've all got our crosses to bear. You know,
that's mine.
That's yours right there.
That's mine. Getting up before the crack of noon. That's mine.
Yeah. When I call you for 10 a.m. recording, and what time is it? It's the
Yeah.
middle of the night. Like, I've already had breakfast and killed a cow by now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even a farmer. I just hit one with my car. Got the claim done. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Make some scrambies. Let's go.
But
Let's tear
anyway,
this
maybe
up.
next year.
Yeah,
Maybe
man,
next
you'll
year
see.
we might do that. But right now, they're in separate schools.
You'll be all right. You get it figured out. You get it worked out.
Yeah. And I come home after dropping them off, and that's what I'm supposed to be writing.
You can write during the day when they're gone.
Yeah,
but that's your sleep time.
Here's the problem with that. Okay, A, we have a fridge.
That's true. This is true.
2, we have a TV.
Television
And D,
stuff.
I like both of those
Well,
together.
Sure.
And there are naps to be had. Yeah.
Well, naps. Yeah, we'll put that in quotation marks.
So I probably, a productive writing day
Yeah.
is probably about an hour and a half.
But if you dedicate, that's a significant amount of time. Now,
Is it really?
well, for
See,
me
that's
to
why
do
we're
anything,
friends.
I don't have time. If I take an hour and a half to do something, I have to have a justifiable reason, like this podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have to my wife, because otherwise she'll start looking at me funny. Like, what are you doing for an hour and a half that's not related to family stuff?
Mm-hmm.
She'll come at me with knives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting pretty good with my defense. I'm barely getting cut anymore.
Yeah.
But she still gets me not where, on the torso, not where people are going to see it very often.
Well, she's there.
Too.
She's
But she's elite, though,
Mhm.
Like we mentioned before, Israeli commandos.
Mhm.
There might have been some training. I don't know before. You know what I mean?
Nope.
There's some part of her past. It's a gray area. You know what I mean? But I'm getting super good at blocking knife attacks.
Oh, you know what we got good at, and then we got lazy about, is letting people know how they can reach us and hear our show.
Yeah.
We've not done that for real last
For a
couple
while,
shows
yeah.
because we
Well, we got the
been pushing
website.
it. Yeah.
Constantly under construction.
What's that called?
Point19productions.com. Shocker there. Point19productions@gmail.com. As we mentioned before, you can hit us up on email. Show ideas, comments about the show that you might have listened to, questions, comments, concerns, guest ideas. We're going to try to be bringing those more guests on this year. Let's see. Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, all popular kind of sources for podcasts you can find us at.
Where can I buy a T-shirt?
T-shirt from the website.
Is it like a one button?
It's
'Cause
a
I
it's a
won't push
thing.
more than one button.
No,
to
it's
buy
pretty much a
something.
one button. You got to type some stuff in.
Ugh.
Hit submit.
Like I got
Or you
time.
could just get a hold of us on email.
Yeah.
We'll
you
send
just
you
tell
one out.
me. Yeah, just tell me what you want.
Money order. We'll take that.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Going into
we
the
don't
same
care.
account.
We don't care.
That's it.
Oh,
We don't have a
whoops.
cell phone.
We don't
So
have
you
what?
can't call- We don't have like a company cell phone. You can't call us.
Don't call
Send
me.
a text.
I wouldn't answer. I'll be honest with you.
You would.
Yeah, I
You
probably
would.
All I ask you to do is love somebody.